Hello everyone. We have the number one seed, Super Oaks, in the VC right now. Um, Before we even hop into the playoffs, you guys are the first team to be undefeated in the regular season, clinching the Commissioner's Cup with 18 points, quite a substantial margin ahead of second place. How did you guys do it?
Um, so like I was DMing Croft the season before, and I was telling him that if you give me Oaks for one season, I promise I'll make it worth your time. And as you can see, I'm like clearly proving that to Croft. So as like we haven't lost a single game because our team we just have like the power of friendship. Like we've all known each other for years, and we have that chemistry, and we're all just like very good players overall. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we did it.
All right, and then I guess in the regular season, did you guys have any struggles, ups and downs? I know you guys won, but like, were there any moments where you guys actually had to work a little harder than usual?
Mm,
Well, we there were some times where we got worried if like most of our team was going to show up, but this season I feel like we've had some of the highest attendance possible, which like even where some players didn't show up at the start, they would still make that effort to still show up for like maybe the latter half of the game, which is really helped our team to grasp those victories. So those were one of the main struggles, but other than that, it's been quite smooth sailing. I mean, we've won all of our games and we are top of the table, so not really much to say there.
And I guess, where do you guys have an advantage ahead of the other teams? Would it be friendship? Would it be geographic location? Um, yeah, like where do you guys see yourself having a bigger advantage over others?
um,
Okay, this is a good question. I'll let Nathan answer it though.
all right. So I feel like we have a big advantage only because of like the reason where there's some teams like Sharks where like they're trying to have a full EU roster, and like our team, the thing about it is like all of our players can play on EU and NA, so we're both on we're good on both regions, and like we both like everybody on our team plays like consistently, so we're all like warmed up, we're very good. Not one person on our team is lower than a 3 star, I think. And yeah, we're just very good. And I think we have our advantage because of that, because most of the other
Yeah.
teams are slacking off and are really inactive.
Also, like considering the fact that most of the player base of the game, especially in mini leagues, is like NA, so it kind of helps having a stronger side of NA, and I like it just helps a lot. And having one EU, like one very good EU, aka me, is like a really important like part of the team because they can help like get those KOs when it comes to playing on those EU sets. So yeah, I feel like just the layout of our team in general really helps. Also, like us playing together outside of leagues kind of just like helps in terms of inside of leagues because our chemistry just like it thrives that way because of how much like we all talk and play with each other. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Cool.
that's a very good response. I actually respect it. And then I guess talking about geographic locations and teams
Yeah.
gearing up for NA and EU. Moving on to your opponent, Hawks. They're an EU-based team. Are you guys a little worried about that, or is it you guys aren't too concerned?
Um,
No.
I would say like the only person I'm worried about is like Milo, like Pike Bush. He's actually good. He's all right, but like
Yeah.
everybody else, I don't really have a problem with. 1K, I'm 1K spy. They need to review the matches because this guy has some auto track on, but like other than that, yeah, I think we could win. I think we can take a easy pass to the finals, and I'm excited to see how it plays out.
All right, and then
Just
oh, sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, like, as long as our team, have like do what we have been doing, like staying consistent, showing up to games, practice beforehand. That like, even if it's just like a 20-minute practice before the game, it helps so much. Like, just getting that quick warm up in can help our team so much, especially in terms of chemistry. So, I feel like that's like a lead we have on Hawks is just our organization in general and just like how we work our way with things. So yeah.
All right, and then I guess moving more onto your opponent, they don't seem overly concerned with going up against the Oaks. Um, Do you agree with that mindset? And are you guys, how do I say this? Are you guys going to, see Hawks as an easy pass to the finals? Or are you guys actually going to prepare and practice for the matchup coming ahead next week?
You want to answer this one, then?
Uh, yeah. Okay. So basically, I can see why they wouldn't be scared, but at the same time, they're not scared because they know they're going to lose regardless, and that's kind of just how it is because we've beaten them before. We know how they play. It's quite smooth sailing from there. But like, um, I mean, yeah, I kind of guess that's it. But like, it is quite. I feel like it is a bit of a free pass. I feel like we would have more of like a challenge against like a team like Beast because they've got like a good roster going on. But Hawks, like as long as I said, we're playing consistently, it shouldn't be too hard, and it is quite a free pass to the finals.
Yeah, speaking of which, obviously, I would say this is like the most competitive Final Four that we like
Yeah,
Final Four teams we've had in league history. And honestly, I Hawks are a good team. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to write them off personally.
yeah,
But obviously, you look at seeds 2 and 3, Sharks and Beasts. Those teams were in the finals last season, and now they're meeting in the semifinals. And I have a feeling that's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Let's say you
yeah.
guys are the second seed. Would you see, the match swaying, either way for either team? Because obviously, it's really getting competitive now.
Nathan, you can answer this one.
Uh, so I'll be honest, I didn't hear the question at all.
Oh, so obviously, no, I was just talking about you guys are in the first seed, Hawks are in the fourth seed, and it's obviously a very stacked Final Four, one of the most
Yeah.
stacked Final Fours in league history. But obviously, when you see the Beasts in the second seed and then the Sharks in the third seed, they're in the finals last season and now they're meeting in the semifinals. Do you believe that the league has achieved like a new height of competitiveness?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
100%. Because
Oh
if you like take like from my personal experience, I first joined a league team. It was in like 2022. I joined Titans with Zlin, Oxy, Kaolin, Sol, and Denji. And like compared then to now, there was like at least four people at most that were able to consistently track two bumps. But now, like compared to now, there's like new skills that people have learned. Like people are more consistent with their tracking. Like you can join time up
yeah.
pools and find any random player that can track two bumps now, and that was just not happening back then.
It's like a lot of other competitive esports games. Like the meta changes so much, and sort of like the skill cap has like increased like exponentially. Like if you like, for instance, Fortnite. Like if you took like World Cup players and you took an EU Pro from now, the EU Pro would easily win just because of how much the meta has changed and how much people have learned how to play the game. So like this like skill wise, the game has changed so much, and like now everybody has to be playing like top of their game if they want to like move to finals and if win the championships.
And speaking of which, you bring out this is actually a really good interview. First off, I'm going to say because you guys are bringing up really good points. There's a lot of players who were absolutely goaded in like the past 6 months, and now they're
Yeah,
no longer in the league. Like for example, no hate, but Jake's. This guy used to be good, and
yeah.
now he's not even league material. Um,
So
do you
the
like?
thing about
Oh yeah, go ahead.
oh no, wait, finish the
Oh
question.
no,
I just wanna.
so yeah, I guess I was just talking about like, is it important that every player in this league has to keep up with the meta, or else they're being washed away? Like what we're doing, like let's
Oh
say,
yeah,
like whatever we're doing today won't work in 6 months.
yeah, 100%. Like the meta changes so quickly. Like you have to, if people don't see you play, you're instantly dropping down 10 places on the worldwide leaderboard. So you like have to be playing actively. Make sure that you're adapting to people around you and like how they play as well, and just make sure there's nothing that you're missing, and just make sure all your skills are really refined. Because like nowadays, this is how you have to like stay, like how you have to be playing if you want to be in a league team. Like it's so competitive. There's so many people fighting for one of these spots on these teams, and you really have to be pushing yourself if you want to get into one of these teams and win the championship.
Absolutely, and I guess Nathan, this is actually a question for data purposes for me to collect. As a league
Yeah.
owner, how many people ask you to join Oaks?
Um, Surprisingly, not that much. But like, okay. The funny part is more people that are already in league teams are asking me to join Oaks than more people that aren't in league teams. Like I have half of Sharks players asking to join Oaks, and I have like members from other teams in league trying to join Oaks too.
Obviously, this is, by the way, with how it is, this is zero marketing on our end. We don't market the league to Timebomb Duels currently. I have a feeling if we did, things would change drastically. Would you want to see if the league got more funding and more potential investors? Would you want to see 8 teams or like potentially 10 teams?
8 teams. Yes. I like the more teams, like the more the merrier, you know? Like the more people there are, the more fun it would be. And I also think that like you should bring back, you know how like first season there used to be 7 player teams. I think you should bring that back too.
7 player teams?
Mm.
Yeah.
Potentially down the road, obviously we can't really change the format currently because we need more teams in order to sustain anything
Yeah.
healthy. But I guess speaking of which, the league is taking a big step this summer. With obviously, you've seen the prize pool. Are you guys looking
Yeah.
forward to it? And what do you think it means for the league?
Oh,
Um with the prize pool increasing by I think it's increasing by wait, how much is it increasing by from
it's
this
like
season
it's
to
like
next season?
the price was like 114,000, I
No,
think.
no, yeah, 113K. So I think like the bigger the prize pool, the more people are gonna be wanting to win leagues. I think it's gonna become even like more competitive than it is now, and it's just gonna be
But
like insanely fun.
but also that's why I think you should keep like the amount of teams there is now because it gives that like feeling where you have to fight for your place because if there's more teams you're allowing more players who might not be as good, but I feel like the addition of Sharks was really good because there was just so many good players that it sort of like allowed a new gateway, and you saw how Sharks have won minigame madness twice in a row, and they've really put like marked themselves as an actual team instead of just like you know just sort of a bunch of random people, and they've kind of like uh really engraved themselves into the community. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, good response. And I guess the final question is, what does the minigame league mean to you?
Oh.
I think we should. I think we should let Ranu Fate answer this question.
Huh? Hey,
What
what
the
you
question was? What does the
Ranu,
mini league like mean to you? Like, what does mini leagues mean to you in general? Like,
Oh, Timebomb.
good answer. So what I think to me is like Time on Minigames League to me is just like a place where like you get to train and practice to become the best version of yourself. And like, you know, when I play leagues, I don't really play to like win. I just play to have fun. But it's also fun to be competitive too. But
but
you know,
yeah, yeah.
the main rule is just to like have fun.
It's such a big mental game. Like time bomb in general. Like it's such a simplistic idea. You have a bomb starting from 10. Whoever has it when it drops to 1 is dead. Like that's such a simple like factor, but like there's so many other factors that come into the game that really like change it, and it takes a big toll on your like mentality, and you have to make sure that you're thinking straight, and that's kind of like a really big factor of the game. So yeah.
Damn, alright, yeah, not bad. And I guess I don't have any more questions. So the floor is on to you. If you guys want to send a message to your opponent in the Hawks, or if you want to send a message to the league, go for it.
Wait, who are we versing next week? Hawks.
You're
Okay.
versing
So
Hawks.
so
Hawks,
Hawks.
say like good luck and everything, and you guys make sure you train for the game because you guys are gonna need it.
Good luck to Hawks, and I guess like my final message is better luck next season because I'm 100% confident we're knocking you guys out in this game.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, thank you guys, and I wish you guys the best of luck.
You too.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Ty.
Yeah, of course, see you next week.
See you.
Bye.